Hello everyone, I'm Phuongtham. I'm a single mom living alone in a small 15 square meter rented room in northeast Vietnam. My daily life is simple and peaceful: cooking, cleaning, taking care of my two lovely dogs, and sharing everyday moments and little stories from my life. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope my honest and simple videos bring you a sense of warmth, relaxation, and a little bit of positive energy every day. This morning, I woke up quite early in my small rented room. The first thing I did was brush my teeth and wash my face to start the day feeling fresh and awake. After that, I neatly made my bed. Even though my room is only about 15 square meters, I always try to keep it clean and organized because it makes me feel more comfortable. Next, it was time to take care of my two little four-legged companions. They had been awake since early morning, eagerly waiting for breakfast. Watching them happily wag their tails every morning always brings a smile to my face, gives me a little more motivation, and makes me feel a little less lonely.
Từ từ, khoan khoan khoan.
After taking care of my little companions, I headed out for breakfast. Today, I chose bánh cuốn, a traditional Vietnamese rice roll dish that is especially popular in northeast Vietnam. The rice rolls are made from thin sheets of freshly steamed rice batter. They are soft, delicate, and slightly chewy. What I love most is that they're always made fresh to order, so they're served warm. In my hometown, bánh cuốn is usually enjoyed with a bowl of light, clear broth that has been slowly simmered with pork bones. It's topped with crispy fried shallots, fresh herbs, and often served with Vietnamese sausage or an egg, depending on your preference. The mornings in northeast Vietnam are usually cool and refreshing, especially on chilly days. Sitting in a small local restaurant, enjoying a plate of hot bánh cuốn while sipping the warm, flavorful broth is one of the most comforting ways to start the day. Even though it's a simple and affordable breakfast, it brings back many childhood memories and reminds me of the familiar flavors of home. I believe every region in Vietnam has its own unique local dishes, and bánh cuốn is one of the foods I always want to introduce to friends from around the world. If you ever have the chance to visit northeast Vietnam, I hope you'll give it a try and experience its simple yet unforgettable taste. After this delicious and comforting breakfast, I felt refreshed and ready to begin a new day.
Bốn bánh 1 giờ bạn. Nhé.
The biggest surprise of today was receiving a special gift from someone I know, sent especially for my two dogs. As I held the package in my hands, I couldn't help but wonder what was inside. When I finally opened it, I felt truly happy and touched. Everything inside was carefully chosen for my two little companions, and it made me feel the kindness and love that the sender had put into this thoughtful gift. My two dogs seemed to realize the gift was for them. They kept circling around the box, sniffing it with great curiosity and wagging their tails non-stop. Watching their excited and adorable reactions made me smile. I think that for them, being by my side and receiving a little extra love is enough to make their whole day. I've always believed that happiness doesn't always come from big or expensive things. Sometimes a small gift, a kind message, or a simple act of care can make an ordinary day feel truly special. To me, gestures like these are a wonderful source of encouragement, giving me the strength to keep moving forward and continue sharing the simple moments of my everyday life. I would like to sincerely thank the person who prepared this lovely gift for my two dogs. I truly appreciate your kindness, and I'll make sure everything is used with care. I also hope my two little companions stay healthy, happy, and continue bringing joy to many more videos in the future. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my vlog. Your support, kind comments, and encouragement mean more to me than you know. They inspire me to keep sharing the simple moments of my daily life in my little rented room, together with my two lovable four-legged friends. I hope you'll continue joining us on this journey, one ordinary but meaningful day at a time. Today, I went to visit a former colleague whom I hadn't seen for a long time. She has a life story that is quite similar to mine, so I've always felt a special connection with her. On the way there, I bought a few small treats for us to enjoy together. They weren't anything fancy, just a simple gift from the heart. I thought it would be nice for the two of us to sit down, share some food, and catch up after such a long time apart. When I finally saw her, I was genuinely happy. We greeted each other with warm smiles, and it felt as if no time had passed. We sat together, enjoyed the snacks, and talked about our lives, our work, and everything we've been through. Although life has taken us on different paths, we have both experienced similar challenges. Perhaps that's why we understand each other so well. We listened, shared our stories, encouraged one another, and laughed together. For a little while, it felt like all the worries of life had faded away. Moments like these remind me how valuable true friendship is. No matter how busy life gets or how many difficulties we face, having someone who understands and cares about you is a wonderful feeling. I'm really grateful for today's visit. It wasn't anything extraordinary, but it filled my heart with warmth. I hope we'll have many more opportunities to meet again, share stories, and continue supporting each other through life's journey.
After spending some time chatting, we decided to walk to a small stream near her home to catch some tiny stream fish. This is a familiar activity for many people living in northeast Vietnam, especially on days when the water is clear and gently flowing. Each of us carried a small fishing net and a bucket as we walked along the stream, talking and enjoying the peaceful surroundings. The water was crystal clear, flowing over smooth rocks, and we could easily see little fish swimming beneath the surface. The fresh mountain air, the sound of the flowing water, and the birds singing all around made the moment feel incredibly peaceful. Catching these tiny stream fish takes patience and a bit of skill. Sometimes we would spot a small group of fish, but before we could scoop them up, they quickly disappeared between the rocks. We couldn't help but laugh at ourselves whenever we got distracted by our conversation and let the fish escape. But every time we managed to catch a few, we celebrated like little kids. For me, this wasn't just about catching fish for a meal. It was also a chance for the two of us to spend time together, enjoy nature, and forget about the worries of everyday life for a while. Moments like these remind me that the simplest experiences often bring the greatest happiness. We hoped to catch enough fish to cook a delicious meal later that day. But no matter how many we caught, simply being together, surrounded by the beautiful mountains and the peaceful stream, was already a wonderful memory.
Thì nó hôm trước em thức ở đây nó ít quá hay sao nó cũng có nhiều. Rồi. Thôi hết rồi. Ôi! Tao đây, đây. Rồi đấy chắc chị. Được một con cá. Rồi. Được không nhỉ? Dạ, cho xem với. Con bé thế. Đấy là con rồi. Chúng ta tháp nữa. Cùng với con cá. Tôm, có hai con tôm. Má cánh, tép này biết này luôn nè. Nó cá gì ấy nhỉ? Nó khí phải không? Nó này tinh 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 này. Chặt hò đấy, nếu có chụp mùi nó xin ra. Wow! Au! Au! Wow! Ui! Ui! Đây này. Còn tôm. To chút này.
After spending the afternoon by the stream, we looked into our small bucket and couldn't help but smile. Our hard work throughout the day had paid off. We'd caught quite a lot of tiny stream fish. Although each fish was small, together they were enough to prepare a simple and delicious homemade meal. Holding the bucket filled with fish that we had caught with our own hands gave me a wonderful feeling of satisfaction. Every little fish represented our patience, our efforts, and all the laughter we shared during the day. Sometimes the fish escaped, sometimes we missed our chance, but there were also moments when we happily cheered after catching a whole group of them. Those simple moments made today's trip truly unforgettable. To me, these tiny stream fish are more than just food for dinner. They are a gift from nature and a part of everyday life in Northeast Vietnam, where clear mountain streams, green forests, and simple traditions are still an important part of daily living. On the way home, we talked about how we would cook them. We decided that crispy fried stream fish served with steamed rice and fresh wild vegetables would make the perfect meal. After spending the whole day outdoors, I believe that simple dinner would taste better than any expensive feast because it came from our own hard work. Today was such a peaceful and meaningful day. I had the chance to reunite with an old colleague, share memories, laugh together, and spend time catching fish in the cool mountain stream. It became another beautiful memory that I will always treasure. Thank you so much for watching my vlog until the very end. Your support, kind comments, and encouragement mean the world to me. They inspire me to continue sharing the simple moments of my life as a single mom living in a small rented room in Northeast Vietnam. If you enjoy videos about simple living, local food, beautiful nature, and authentic everyday stories, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly appreciate your support, and I look forward to sharing more of my journey with you. Take care, stay safe, and may you always find happiness in life's simple moments. See you in my next vlog.
Đây này, chạy chạy nhé.